G'day everybody, it's me again. Bit of an update on the Mitsubishi Canter here. Done a few things to help prepare it more for the pits. Put all the bulbs in, checked all the bulbs, all the lights are working. Rolled it up this little, what would you call it, tie bar here. Just a quick job with the stick, not so bad. And been working on some other bits and pieces. The crane's working good now. I'll show you something else about that in another video though. Had to install these two little repeaters. Now I don't know why you need a repeater when the indicator's there. They're like 20 centimeters apart. I just don't understand, but anyway, we won't argue with the law. So on this side, new little repeater. Something I wanted to show you about is this is fucked. Kingpin is completely bad. I can't really show you how much movement's in that kingpin, but you can hear it. It's pretty bad. It's going to need replacing. The old fella's chasing up a replacement from Mitsubishi as we speak. Yeah, that's going to be a. Oh, it's not such a big job, I suppose. It's just going to be heavy. And take the drum off to make it all lighter, and then take the wheel, take the drum off, make it light enough to work with, and then pull it all off. The thing with the crane is the pump that Dad got to replace, it's a bit big. It's probably more like for a crane that size and a truck that size, whereas you've got a much larger engine, much bigger literage, more torque at lower RPMs. So what ends up happening is you have to run this pump a bit fast, at a few more RPM than you'd otherwise need to, because the engine doesn't have enough torque really to turn it properly. So what ends up happening is that the hydraulics end up being around 200 psi of pressure even when they're not active. It's just flowing through the system because of the restriction caused by the size of the valve block and the hoses. I mean, they're tiny. They're absolutely tiny. And the output from that pump is like bloody 3/4. So yeah, there's not much I can do about it. It's beyond my control. I'm just doing the job for the old fella. It's like one of those situations where a customer just tells you, I don't care, just do it, and if it fucks up, I'll deal with it later. So I'm in that situation. I just have to remind myself it's not my problem, not my fault. I've just done what I've been told. As much as I don't really like doing things too half-assedly, because if I do, then other things get half-assed and you get lazy and, you know, things don't go quite as well as you like. So I try and always do things properly or not at all, which is where I get a little pissed sometimes when things don't go quite the way I would like. The engine still needs another good clean. I will show you the engine and the turbo. I have to get the cab up. And that's about it. There's not much else to do on her anymore. Like I said, the cab's quite neat inside. There's no problem with the seats or anything. We tidy up a few things. Yeah, and besides that, nearly there. Nearly there. Yeah, put a couple of new batteries in. I think I showed you that last time. Yeah, tyre. Oh yeah, the new front tyres got put on. Nice little proper 16 ply light trucks. They weren't cheap. They were about 200 bucks each. But once again, better to do it properly. Brand new tyres. Get the alignment sorted out once the new kingpin's in, and she'll drive lovely. But believe it or not, it drives really well as it is. Even with all of the little niggly problems and faults, it drives really well. The turbo boosts up nicely, it makes some good power. Definitely not a slug, definitely not gutless. So yeah, it's a little update on the Mitsubishi, a little bit of a waffle for you. Thanks for watching.